Shrutismritipurananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpadam Shankaram Lokashankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavadvyapta Dehaye Dakshina Murtaye Namaha Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryankaravavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvisha Om Shanti 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 Om Apyayantu Mamangani Vak Pranaschakshushrodram Ato Balamindriyani cha sarvani Sarvam Brahma Upanishadam Maham Brahma Nirakuryam Mama Brahma Nirakarot Anirakaranamastu Anirakaranam me astu Tadatmani nirate Ya Upanishatsu dharmaha Te mayi santu Te mayi santu Om Shanti 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 There's the perfume. If it's next to me, it's a problem. As I said, the Upanishad begins with a question. Keneshitam patati preshitam manaha. Manaha patati. The mind falls, lands, thinks about. Patati. It's a very interesting word. The mind falls upon an object. Svavishayeshu patati. Means objects of thought. Manaha patati. Kena ishitam. Ishitam sat. So, prompted by, desired by, whom the mind falls upon objects, lands on different objects. Is there someone who prompts the mind to think of something, a given object, Then, or preshitam sat manaha patati. You can take it differently. See, there seems to be somebody who wills the mind to think about certain things. It's not always true. Sometimes the mind thinks of various objects without anybody's willing. You don't seem to have a total control over that. Therefore, the mind lands on various objects, it has got its own logic. So, kena ishitam sat manaha patati, or preshitam sat, without getting involved, by its very presence. The mind and the ahankara also should include. All of them get the capacity to think. Without someone behind the mind, without getting involved, by whose presence this ahankara gets a capacity. The mind gets a capacity, senses gain capacity to be conscious, and they follow their own logic, whatever it is. But there is someone who is not involved at all. Preshitam, prakarshena ishitam sat. Without itself undergoing any change. Does this mind, without being prompted, by being present, by its very presence, blessed, this mind does its job. I see, ears hear, other senses all operate because of mind, because of mind of the mind. There seems to be a non-thinking presence which makes all this work. Or there is a thinker behind a thinking mind. Then the thinker must have a mind to think. So it will go into a regression. And therefore, in the question itself, there is a doubt. That's why ishitam preshitam sat manaha patati. The question is asked by a student. The answer is shrotrasya shrotram manaso manoyate chakshusas chakshuhu sahu pranasya pranaha. Then evam viditva atimuchya dhiraha asmal lokat pretya amrita bhavanti. This is the vakya. The first sentence itself is enough. If you understand the first sentence, the answer, and the whole thing is covered, really. This is one sentence Upanishad, really. And all other Upanishad Vakyas, they are all only further explanation. This sentence is further expounded by the following mantras. There anyone who has got a book? Yeah. Keneshitam patati preshitam manaha kenaf pranaf pratamaf prati praiti yuktaha. A few more questions are there. Kena preshitaha ishitaha mukhya pranaha pranaha pratamaf pranaha called mukhya prana. So prana can be taken as air. Outside it is air. Once you breathe in, it becomes vital air. That's the translation they give. Vital air. But it becomes prana. So that is the prana. That's called mukhya pranaha. Why he is mukhyaha? This mukhya prana is pratamaha means mukhyaha. Because all are great. Senses are great, mind is great, all the organs of action are great, but only when the prana is there. There was a big fight. Who is important? Among them, among the senses and all that, we are great, we are great. And the prana was quiet. He said, if prana is not there, all of you have to fold up. The prana is mukhyaha. Even if you don't eat, it's also a pranic activity. Pranic. You should use the word pranic, then only you are modern. That anglicized word pranic. So this pranic activity, one of the pranic activity is eating, samanaha. And if that eating doesn't take place, pranic activity, slowly things you can't hear. People call, you can't hear. You can't see. You can't speak. How are you? Are you okay? Huh? Gone. Speech gone. Mind doesn't think. All thinking chale gaya. Then all the boasting senses, legs, hands, walk, everything, mind, all of them did namaskar to prana. You are first. We accept. So, unless you are okay, we are not okay. You are pratamaha. You are first mukhya. Prana. There was a story in the in the Upanishad itself. There was this kind of a fight, and then afterwards it was decided prana is mukhya. Mukhya pranaha praiti. Same question. Kene shitam vachamimam badanti. Prompted by whom? These vak, organ of speech. So people vadanti. Vacham, imam, vacham, vadanti. People speak these words, vadanti through the organ of speech. Vacham imam vadanti, persons, manushyaha. Imam vacham vadanti. Then, chakshushrotram kavu devo yunakti. So too, who makes the eyes and shrotram ears make them, who is that makes them function? That is the question. The answer. Shrotrasya shrotram manaso manoyate vacho havacham sabu pranasya pranaha chakshushas chakshuhu atimuchya dhiraha pretyasmal lokat amrita bhavanti. So what I told was okay. So, amritaha bhavanti. One sentence. Amritaha bhavanti. They are free from the hold of time. No more they are time bound. Time bound means birth is there, death is there, again birth is there, death is there, again birth is there, death is there. And then between birth and death goes on. So undergoing changes. It's all. Between birth and death, there is a graph of your life. First marriage, second marriage, all this graph. Birth and death. That's all time. Birth is an event in time, death is an event in time. In between, time, again time. Not the same person. Time. This person is called samsari. This samsari, time-bound samsari, amritaha bhavanti. They become free from time, free from death, free from mortality. Amritaha bhavanti. Who are they? How amritaha bhavanti? Atimuch asmal lokat atimuchya dhiraha amritaha bhavanti iti. And therefore, preti asmal lokat amritaha bhavanti dhiraha. Dhiraha means dhimantaha. Sometimes dhira is also used for the courageous. The word dhira is for the courageous. But here dhiraha is the one who is wise. Those who know. Viditva amritaha bhavanti asmal lokat. Pretya, dying, leaving this body, this world, amritaha bhavanti, they don't come back. They are free from the fold of time. Muktaha bhavanti. They are free, they have gained moksha. Okay. Who are they? And then these people, those who understand. Shrotrasya shrotram manaso manoyate. So shrotrasya shrotram manaso manoyate Vachoka vacham savu pranasya pranaha chakshushas chakshuhu atimuchya dhiraha pretyasmal dhiraha. Somebody said, Swamiji, it is too brief. It's like Upanishad. It is Upanishad. Okay? It's brief. It has everything. Now, we have to understand this. Everyone takes oneself to be a karta bhokta. The experiencer and the doer. Karma phala bhokta and karta. I do and I enjoy. I roll up my sleeves, enjoy the karma phalam. If you are living alone, single person, so one day you cook, correct? Some days you cook. So one day you decided to cook, and you cook. And then you have to eat, of course. You have to eat. You cooked and you have to eat. And you cooked only for one person. And you have got a special, everything special for one person you have got. Small Rukmani cooker. And so he is not married. He is not married, there is no Rukmani. But he has a cooker. Rukmani cooker. And so it's a small one. Rukmani cooker, you have got all these small ones. He has got for one single person. His fellow cooks food and then eats. How does he do? First cooks and goes and has his shower and then comes back, then eats. First he was karta, then what? Bhokta. Ipo puriyurudhu no? Ore alda. That is why I told all this. He is the karta, he is the bhokta. First karta, then karma phala bhokta. Why do you say karma phala bhokta? Yennacho. So what has happened we don't know. What kind of food he has done. He has put some salt and all that. So that means it may be more, it may be less. So anyway, but he has to eat, he can't complain. He can't complain, nobody is there around. So to complain you must get married. And so you cannot complain. Why it is like this, why it is like that. That's a privilege of a married person. And so this so you have to put up with yourself, okay? So, oh, I did like this. Oh, I forgot this. I think twice I put this. All this, you have to blame yourself. Karta becomes bhokta. Again karta, he has to do dishes. And therefore, this is what I am. Karta, bhokta. This is what I am. He says, you think that you are a hearer, you think you are as good as the body, senses and the mind, prana including, karmendriyas including, organs of action including. Because You say, I walk, so I am the walker. With reference to this body and the legs walking, you become a walker. Walk, organ of speech, talking, and then you become a talker. Eyes seeing, you become a seer. Ears hearing, you become the hearer. Shrot, this whatever the thing happens with reference to senses, that activity, that perception is centered on myself. I am seer, I am hearer, I am thinker. Manaha, with reference to mind, I am thinker. I am, with reference to speaking, speaker. So this is me. Everybody thinks I am healthy, I am hungry. That is all prana. I am hungry, I am thirsty. That is all prana. I have a respiratory problem. That's also, I am prana. Circulatory problem. I have to go to and meet a cardiologist. So, that's all prana. So circulation or digestion, it's all prana. This is all what I am. Everybody's knowledge about oneself is this. He asked this question, I become a seer with reference to seeing. And at the same time I become hearer with reference to hearing. That itself reveals that I am neither seer nor hearer. Correct? With reference to an object I like, I am liker. With reference to an object that I don't like, I become a disliker. Therefore, am I liker or disliker? Huh? You can't say, I am liker. I will give you durian. Durian is a fruit. You will take off. You will take off anywhere around this durian fruit. It's a horrible smell. You can't handle it. Durian. You can't say I am a liker. I am a liker with reference to an apple. With reference to durian, I am a disliker. And there are people who are likers also. I am a liker with reference to durian. I am a disliker with reference to something else. And therefore, who are you? Are you a liker or disliker? You have to say, I am neither liker nor disliker. Some neutral fellow. Some neutral fellow. I become liker, I become disliker. Without liker, disliker, I am dumb. I am neutral. Nothing. This is the own argument is there. You are a neutral nothing. Neither a liker nor a disliker. What is the use of being neither liker nor disliker. I am neither liker nor disliker. Like a zombie, sitting there, neither liker nor disliker. Go on switching. What do you like? No, just I see. Hold until the fellow sleeps. Neither liker nor disliker. It's not worthwhile. This is a chup fellow. Insipid. There is nothing. Neither a liker nor a disliker. You don't want that. Then who are you? Liker I am. Disliker I am. Indifferent I am. Neither I am indifferent, neither a liker, nor a disliker. Why do you say so? Why don't you say, I am beyond Ananda? There was one Swami called Beyond Ananda. And he said, he called himself Beyond Ananda. I am beyond Ananda. His name is Beyond Ananda. He is from California. He is a local guy. He calls himself Beyond Ananda. Nothing wrong. Nothing, I don't see it as anything wrong. I'm saying it's a nice name, Beyond Ananda. Ananda is Sanskrit, beyond is English. And Beyond Ananda. Neither English nor Sanskrit. Beyond. That also beyond. Beyond Ananda. Okay? So I am beyond. Not only beyond, I am beyond. And I am the hearer. The seer I am. Hearer I am. Speaker I am. Experiencer I am. The dukkhi I am. The sukhi I am. The happy I am. The unhappy I am. The thinker I am. Walker, every person. With reference to activities centered on oneself, whatever that I do, I see, I hear, I am. All these are me. We have to understand that. Because there is a thinking that there is this body, mind, sense complex, and this self is beyond all this. That is true, in fact. The self is beyond, but the seer is not beyond. The hearing, seeing is not beyond. The seen also is not beyond. We will come to that later. The seeing is not beyond. The hearer is not, the seer is not beyond. Hearing is not beyond the self, and the hearer is not beyond the self. Means they are not separate. They are the self. How beautiful it is. In the modern Vedanta is this mano buddhi ahankara chittaninaham, that it has got some truth in it. Mano buddhi ahankara chittaninaham nacha shrotra jihve nacha grana netri nacha vyoma bhumir na tejo na vayu chidananda rupa shivoham shivoham. What do you get out of it? Mind I am not, buddhi I am not, chittam I am not, ahankara I am not. These are all mental, different from the different standpoint. We have these different words. Manaha, emotions, desires, and doubts. All these are manaha. Then definiteness, certainty, knowledge, deliberate exploration, will, all these are buddhi. Again, it's all the mind. But this kind of thought process is called buddhi. Memory, recollection, chittam. And the one who owns all this ahankara, my buddhi, my thinking, my emotion, my knowledge, that fellow is called ahankaraha. All this I am not. Mano buddhi ahankara chitta ninaham nacha shrotra jihve nacha grana netre. So, I am not the pair of ears, shrotre, a pair of ears, granam, netram, sense of smell, sense of sight, nacha grana netre, nacha shrotra jihve. Jihva is sense of taste here. Then the causes of all of them, sukshma and sthula, akasha, vyoma, space, bhumi, the earth, tejo, fire, vayu is air, and water. Then who are you? Chidananda Rupa Shivogam Shivogam. Perfect. The Vakya is wonderful. This is like a banana peel. See, what all you like, you take. In a banana, there is a part which it is not there, you won't eat banana. Because it is banana is a safe fruit, because it has a skin. You remove the skin, then you eat. Very safe. And therefore, all those fruits which have got skin, you can happily eat. That's why grapes problem, because they spray, you have to eat, the spray, some leftover may be there. Therefore, these modern days, people are always afraid of chemicals, and they should be afraid of chemicals. And they spray, And therefore, the grape is not a healthy fruit. And therefore, grape is a good fruit. So antioxidant and all that they talk about, then certain types of grapes. But then, what about the spray? Spray, eat and pray, okay? What can you do? So you throw away the banana peel and eat the banana. But the banana peel, what is thrown away, is also a reality. In modern problem is garbage management. How to manage the garbage? That is the problem. Now certain garbage truck, the ships are just sailing because nobody wants to receive the garbage. Who will receive the garbage? So no island wants. And nobody wants garbage. So they are loaded ship is just moving and parking here, there and all that, and then going around, there is no place to really dump. Garbage, whatever you throw away is also reality. In fact, that's a very powerful reality. And you can't be indifferent to it. This fellow in India, what he did, and he ate banana and threw away the banana peel in the road, outside his house. And then afterward, this is my logic, this is logic. That's why I'm telling again, there is a logic in this. Whatever he ate is real. And this is not real. That's why he threw away. It's mithya, he threw away. The banana is useless, it throw away. But useless also is a very big thing, I tell you. And he threw away the banana peel. Then he crossed the road. When he crossed the road, he stepped on the banana peel, which he didn't remember that he threw away. There is a banana peel. He stepped on it and then fell down. And he hit the road so hard, the banana that he ate came out. Now you have to tell me which is more real, whether the banana is real or the banana peel is real. More real. Banana is real, banana peel is more real. Swamiji, why so? Because banana came out. And therefore, so since it comes out, it should be more real, more powerful. And so banana came out. Now therefore, it is all banana. What is eaten also is real. What is rejected also, if not more real. Mano buddhi agankara chittani naham. I am not all this real. But what about them? What about them? Therefore, don't throw away like that. You have to say, all of them I am not all of them. How is that? Truth is like that. When you play, when you are a liker, there is no liker without You, the Atma, the ER is Atma. And therefore liker. And the disliker, the ER is Atma. And therefore you are the disliker, you are the liker. With reference to two different standpoints. At two different periods of time also. After having eaten, you are not the liker anymore. You already tried. And that's over. Then again they offer that, no, sir. No, why? I don't want that. Polite, you are polite. In fact, you are a disliker. In the beginning I told, it's very interesting. That host is insisting. How is that? It's good. Very interesting. Interesting means I have no comments to tell you. I have comments to make, but I don't want to tell you. And so that's interesting, American interesting. So we used to think, really when I first heard about this interesting, I always thought that they are praising. In India we use the word interesting means it is something very interesting. It is really something interesting. But it's not true here. Interesting means no comment. That's you have to know all this language. Then if we insist that I don't like it, it comes out. It's interesting, but I don't like it. Still polite. Until you make the person say exactly what the feeling is. So, liker, there is a dislike. A disliker is the person, liker is the person. Therefore, person is what? Free from both. But the liker is not free from the person. That ER is the person. There is no liker without the person. There is no disliker without the person. There is no knowledgeable without the person. There is no ignorant without the person. There is no sukhi without the person. There is no dukkhi without person. Then that person. So you need to take both. Look at what is said here. The question was, is there someone who is inside prompting the ears to hear? Is there someone who is uninvolved, whose presence makes the ear hear? He says, yes. Is he beyond the ears? Yes. Then you have to say, beyond the eyes and beyond the ears is Atma. No. Dangerous it is, because the ears are not beyond. Therefore, shrotrasya shrotram. Ear of the ear. That means whose presence makes the ear hear itself is not ear. Swamiji, that is not said in the Upanishad, you are telling. Shrotrasya shrotram. That is mean two ears are there. One is mystical ear. The other is what? Gross ear. So that is a mystical spiritual ear. Saradapa. And there is one ear. The same ear of the mystical, ear of the ear which is mystical ear, is also chakshushas chakshuhu. Eye of the eye. Oh, there is one ear of the ear, there is one eye of the eye. The same one you. Cane is singular. Therefore, there is only one that is there. And that one is ear of the ear. There is no distance between the ear and the ear of the ear. There is no physical distance. That's the problem, modern problem, Vedanta modern problem. Modern Vedanta problem and Vedanta modern problem. And therefore, so it is, there is no ear without the presence, there is no distance between this someone who is there, because of whose presence ear is ear, and that is told ear of the ear. Same thing, eye of the eye. Mind of the mind. Now you can add anything. Seer, hearer, thinker, eater, breather. The one who eats, the one who tastes, and there is no seer. What is the difference between the Atma of the seer, the person of the seer, and the person who is the hearer? Minus seeing, minus hearing is one Atma. Seeing, to find out Atma, what should I do? You need not do anything. While seeing, there is Atma. While hearing, there is the presence of Atma. While thinking, there is the presence of Atma. While being restless, there is the presence of Atma. When there is no thought, there is the presence of Atma. When there is thought, there is the presence of Atma. There is a modern thinking, and that is when all thoughts dry up and no more thoughts can arise. Then what happens? Atma becomes buoyant. Really? என்ன சொல்றானே புரிய மாட்டேங்குது. What do they say? मालूम नहीं होता है. Somebody sent me a book yesterday. This is yesterday's problem. I read it. I read the letter, and then, so the author wants me to send a letter. What will I do? It's all occupational hazard. So, they want me to write a letter of recommendation, some praising letter. They decide. They say that you please send a recommendation letter to this book. No recommendation means the book is good and all that. I have to raise. Now, this is you have to oblige. Now, this the idea is the union with the reality. என்ன பண்றது? எனக்கு this is if I have any red rack, this union is the problem for me. The union means what? Two things, union. Samyogaha, that is union. And viyogaha, viyogantaha samyogaha. Until dissociation is association. Even marriage, they say, until the death part us. Already they decide. So they know very well. So until the death do us part, or something, there's a sentence. And that sentence reveals a great fact, even though it's apashagunam. We all know. Therefore, it's not, that word is not a good word at the time of marriage. You don't bring in death at that time. You know, that is there anyway, everybody knows. Why should we bring in there? So, anyway, samyogaha viyogantaha. Any union until there is dissociation and union with the reality. If the reality is one, and then it is written there also, non-dual reality. And then union with the reality. That is a title. So a discouraging title to open the book. அப்புறம் என்னத்தை எழுதுறது? Best wishes போட்டு அனுப்பிட்டோம். அவ்வளவுதான். What shall we do? Blabbering. Shastra shrotrasya shrotram. So that you don't imagine something. There's no physical distance between the self and anything. We will discover that more and more. Shrotrasya shrotram. Manaso manoyate. The mind of the mind. The mind of the mind, ahankara. There is also thought. If it is thought, mind of the mind. They don't want to use any other word. If any other word is used, you will think that is another thing. It doesn't let you. Imagine, suppose you use the word Atma, there is Atma underneath. Always they think like this. You all, those who have heard different, so the teachers talking about, and then different books those who have read, you always feel that Atma is beyond all koshas. There is Annamaya kosha, called food sheath, then vital air sheath, then mental sheath, then intellectual sheath, then afterwards Anandamaya bliss sheath. All these are sheaths, 5 sheaths. And afterwards what? Afterwards is Atma. Covered. You know, these days you all have 5 sheets. When you go out, you have a long coat and then remove the coat, then afterwards inside sweater, and then remove the sweater, there is a jacket, and then shirt, then there is a t-shirt, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then all this, when you wear all these and come out, you are a big man. You remove one by one, you remove. Then we have tring. And so your bones are all visible. This a fellow is a skeleton. And then you take a stick, tring, that particular, musical instrument. You get that. Tring. Atma is like that. You remove all these sheets, remove. Underneath, Atma. Chota Atma. Glowing, beep, beep. And then they will say it is non, it is eternal, it is immortal. Chota. Chota and Dota means it is spatial, and you are looking at it, and it is time bound. It is Chota, And therefore he says it's eternal, all pervasive. You can understand how words and words are used without having any inkling of what do they mean. I'm serious. Shastra is wonderful. It seems the Shastra knew that this kind of mistake these fellows will commit. Therefore it takes precaution, doesn't want to use a word. Shrotrasya shrotram. And the same thing is chakshushas chakshuhu, eye of the eye. So ear of the ear, eye of the eye is the eye of the eye. That means neither ear nor eye, and without which there is no ear, no eye. Obvious? In such a wonderful teaching. And it just moves like this. We will look into it. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.